Hello you, welcome to Geekism and welcome back to the Universim. This doesn't look familiar, I imagine, and that's because it's not. Actually, it's the second go at recording this episode. The last one, as a lot of you pointed out in the comments, we hit a bit of a stalemate, unfortunately. People were dying left and right. We really just had a lot of different problems, and really because, you know, I'm new to the game, we're learning as we play, so I thought we'll come in. I still want to play it, I don't want to finish a series, so that we come in, start afresh, and hopefully use everything we've learned to have a bit of a better go at it second time round. So first of all, you'll notice that this time we started much closer to both forest, rocks and water. It took me a little while to find this perfect spot. I hope it just doesn't end up being a bit too cold, because this area here is actually always snowy all year round. It's almost like it's the pole of the planet, I guess. So hopefully that won't be much of a problem. But we've got an epicenter down here in the middle, and then here we've got a couple of houses that they're building. Looks like they're throwing the temple up over here as well. Bless them. We've got a well that we've upgraded to a proper well as well, so we're no longer on the water pit. We've got a fishery down here. That's obviously not going to be much use until next summer now. Our archive is in place. One thing I figured out is that you only need a nugget there when you want to save the game, so it's a waste to have somebody sitting in there, especially early on. Engineers up and running with Utaval. They have a zone of influence as well, so make sure that when you place those down, you're covering areas. It looks like we're not quite covering the fisher there, unfortunately, but you know, we'll keep an eye on that. And then over here we've got our so the two lakes. This is going to be our water lake. This one's going to be our food lake. So over here we've got our first water well, pump and reservoir set up there, and I think we should be okay. We've got about 9,000 in there. There's only 5 or 6 nuggets and a couple of buildings, so there should be enough for the winter, I'm pretty sure. The plan is hopefully to have much more access to forestry and stone early on, with the ability to add a mine here, because the mines have to be near the bigger rocks, which I think they are now. I'm a little worried that this bear's coming a little funky close. Yeah, hopefully we'll just wander through, not cause too much of an issue. That might be the problem with setting up by the old the rocks here, that we end up with the odd bear wandering through. But we'll see how we get on with them. See how we get on. So here, trying to prioritise stuff that I feel that we didn't prioritise last time. So got the basic setup of wells and water and engineers, and then we've just done eatery box thing, so we'll get that up and running, because that really does seem to help. And then rather than going storage, because I'm not sure that was that useful to start off with, we're actually going to go straight for shamanism and down into burial ground, because that was a major problem we had last time, was basically dead bodies everywhere. So we're going to try and curtail that again, this time with our cemetery pretty early on. I want to try and keep this space open as possible, because it's going to end up being a mining zone. Although the food, most of the look at them all banging, bumping uglies. The food and stuff is down here, so actually maybe we'll keep this bit here as a early food store space. Yeah, that looks pretty good there. Okay, put that in.
Did you know that snow isn't
See, look at that. See, winter, here's the slight worry. Winter's only just begun, yet we've been frozen here for a little while now. So that's my slight worry with where we've set up here, is that we may end up having slightly tricky winters. We'll see how we got. Tricky Winters, she's an actress, isn't she? We'll see how how we get on. They have it to come and clear up a little bit, which takes a little bit longer for stuff to build, because there's obviously space that they have to clear out. But it's not much, and usually they get started pretty swiftly. And also, obviously, everything they knock down pretty much goes straight into the resources there. They just knocked a tree down, and you'll see that pretty much that tree goes straight in as 2 wood, which is pretty neat. So, although it does take a little bit longer, it all kind of works out in the end, which is pretty good. And it means I'm having to use my telekinesis power a lot less, which means in turn I've got stuff here. So, season change. You don't have enough believers to unlock this power. How many do I need? I'd love to know. You won't tell me, because that's going to be coming in real useful, I think, here with the winters being so long and arduous. So thanks for bearing with me then through the first half of the series. I ummed and ahed about calling this series 2 and starting afresh. You know, YouTube-wise, it does a little better to have a episode 1 on it, but I didn't feel like it was enough of a change to warrant a whole new series. So we are continuing on the first series. Like I said, this is number 7, but we are kind of starting afresh here. But as far as the series goes, we're really continuing our arc. Okay, we're going to get the eatery up and running pretty quick. Somebody's pointed out that we have more than one page here eventually as well, so bear that in mind later on. Del Mumbo is now going to the eatery to get some food cooking, which is pretty good. Not too sure what they start off with. I'm pretty sure it's just local berries and stuff, isn't it? You see this area now is starting to clear out a little bit. Shamanism's operational, which means we can now do a hospital. Kind of forget how big these things are, don't you? Let's see if we can get one in. I mean, what are you in the way of there? These are huge. That might be the other worry as well, that we might maybe penned ourselves in a little. Hopefully not, though. Hopefully not. Let's see about here. What about, I'll tell you what, let's try and do let's think ahead for when we have proper roads and stuff. Let's put you right behind the archive here. Like so. And then we've got the sort of centre, archive, hospital. We'll have this as almost like a high street, I guess. I mean, I know we're really planning ahead this time. I'm feeling confident, though. Water-wise, looks like we're doing all right. Looks like we're doing okay. We've used about 2,000 so far. And they're having a few babies, which is pretty good. 6 of the 7 of them believe in me, which is nice. And the sun's coming up, which should hopefully... Oh, minus 30. That's cold, man. God, do you remember what minus 30 is like in Frostpunk? They would not be walking around with their titties with shells on, would they? It's just funny how games treat temperature so differently. I mean, don't get me wrong, minus 30 is cold. Like, dating. How about you get in there and cook some food? You've got 1 cooked, that's pretty good. I'll let you off. There's food in there, that's fine. All work and play makes Jack a dull boy and all that. Ba-ba-ba-ba-dooby-dooby, indeed. So this is going to be our witch doctor. Now somebody points out that witch doctors require herbs. See, look at all the woods already there. That's awesome. Require herbs to really help out. So I think we can make them... See, that's food, you see. So eventually you'll find herbs around. What about you? Herbs, deadly seed. But there's 0 there at the moment. But, I guess they'll grow when the summer comes up. So the witch doctor has to go and find them. But in turn, we can actually grow them in a farm instead of food as well, which is probably something we might have to look at. Food, herbs there's cotton candy, that's good. Herb? I won't really call cotton candy a herb. I guess in this game it means something else. And the ancient burial is going to go right behind the hospital. Trying to get ourselves a decent little workflow for things, you come to the hospital and you snuff it, it ain't that far to get to the burial. This looks like it's going to be a house. Yep, stone hut, that's fine by me. You can get yourself sorted there. So they're looking at sort of spreading down this way, which is fine, but I do want to keep this area here as industrial for later on when we get mines and stuff. I don't want to have to start having to rearrange stuff, but that's fine. But actual town centre is sitting here, so I'm hoping we can get them to move them up. We're called Dryden. Okay, I'll go with that. Is there a way we can change it? Just not that I want to. But just out of interest, is there a way we can change the city? I don't actually know where the city name is, so to speak.
Natural evolution is a wonderful thing to observe.
Interesting. Sun's coming out, temperature's going up. That's nice. And look at this. We are now cooking on gas. The pump's not quite going yet. We've still got 4,000, so yeah, that was fine for that winter. So hopefully, as long as we don't expand too quickly, which I think may have been a problem last time, although unfortunately there's not really much you can do about the speed of growth because they just kind of go for it. Let's find. Yes, I'm on it. So, but this took us ages last time. But what I now know I need to do is look for a group of wolves. They're obviously normally randomly generated, but for this quest, they do actually throw a few wolves up and stick them there with the little there. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, there's one. Here we go. Bingo, bango. So let's make sure we've got telekinesis selected. Yeah. Yeah.
Can
Come
someone
here.
Please get that nugget a fresh pair of underwear.
Yes, that's going to be very scary, but where have we got to take you? Just down into the centre, is it? Okay. You okay? Have I just killed... Right, okay. That was a bit of a heavy landing, that. Now, everybody in the village of Dresden, believes in me, which is awesome sauce. Ancient burial ground is done as well. So let's have a look. From there, I'm not too worried about the cemetery upgrade just yet. So calendar we're going to have to do, pretty much. That's like a bit of a bottleneck. So here, farms, I mean... I don't actually know how useful they were last time. I mean, they were making food, but were they making it very effectively? That's something I'm not sure about. Or we can go to try hunting. Somebody pointed out that hunting actually has two elements to it. It has sort of like a passive effect where the people set to hunt just go and hunt, but then also an active effect of those traps that you can put down. So, yeah, not too sure about that. But although hunting does unlock both clothing and watchtowers, and also huge mash. I don't know what that means. Oh, huge muscles, nice. Which is nugget might. I assume means they can carry more stuff. And nugget move speed. So little things really. Down here, fishing hut upgrade. I'm not going to do any upgrades. I'm going to get the major buildings open to start off with. Yeah, wood refinery and into mining and stuff is what I really want quick. Where was that? Geology, metal mine, farm upgrade. Where was that? Oh, mining. There we go. So we can skip mathematics, I guess. We'll come down to there. Right, okay. So I mean, yeah, we'll go farm. We did alright with food last time, didn't we? I think. So we'll do farm and hunting. Then we'll come material refinements and then education. But I'm not going to bother with the school, I don't think, because that seemed to be a real waste of resources last time to start off with. And instead we'll go here to try and get some... No, not mining. Quarries. There we go. Quarries and logging, which in turn will give us more stone and wood. Lovely. Okay, cool. So we've got a bit more of a plan this time, which I think is probably a good thing. Water's back open, so let's get a fisher in. We can do this, apparently, and stick our youngest one in there. It just means there's going to be less time for them to move around. They'll go down there. Eatery, yeah, Del Bumbo is cooking away. And yeah, they're building their huts down here towards the eatery, but you know what, I'm happy with that. This can be the residential quarter with the sort of commercial district up here, and then what will become industrial over there, I guess. And hopefully, by the time things like pollution and stuff are an issue, we'll have hopefully come up with ways of dealing with that. The cemetery is unlocked, I believe. So let's get that into place. It is huge. I do want it behind the hospital here, although that is going to get rid of a bush, so to speak. It is huge. It isn't even going to fit behind the hospital here, actually. We can go there on a bit of an angle. Should we do that? Not an angle, but just to the one side. Yeah. Yeah, let's do... Come on, find a little spot it'll fit. Come on, there. Yeah, it loses us... What bush does it lose us? A food bush, I'm okay with that. There's nothing on it anyway. Would it be nice to probably save for the farms, but yeah, overall I'll leave that, and I think maybe... Oh, we're not going to be able to put farms here, look, we're into stone already. Oh, so we might have bottlenecked ourselves in a little here. We might have bottlenecked ourselves in, but maybe... couple of farms here. Yeah, I might have overestimated the space we've got, but I do still think in the long run we are better suited. I mean, we can be a fishing city. You know, that's fine. There's there's over 1 million fish in there, so I don't know why they even need to give us that number, to be honest with you. So yeah, I have no problem with that at all. We are almost using all of the water that's coming in, actually, so what we will need to do is get another pump here to start pumping this water out. I was really hoping I could squeeze one just down there. When I put that one in, I was like, oh, probably should put that a little bit more over. It's alright, we should get 3 in all there, maybe even, yeah, 3 there, and obviously we can upgrade them to pump out water quicker than they currently are doing. So I have no problem there. I love all this little bit of flavour, by the way, that they have down. These are all sort of random, I think. A couple of spears and spaces like that. That's really quite cute. I like that a lot. Engineer building, how are we doing? Utavar's doing nothing. Pretty much all in now. So what we'll probably do is look in another one down here. And we might just have to keep an eye on that fishing hut ourselves, I think. Unfortunately. Unless they might just go out of it. Who knows? Who knows? Calendar's complete. Let's get ourselves the watchtower up and running, because that's quite handy to have a look at the weather that's coming in. I feel like this could be relatively out of the way. On top of stone. We'll save the we'll save the grass for things that need grass. Because the watchtower itself actually doesn't. It just needs 30 wood and 30 stone. That's a fair old whack of gear there. How's our cemetery looking? Oh, 1 piece of stone needed. Matoti's all grown up, needs something to do. Well, you can start moving some stuff around, I guess, Matoti. Matoti. Yep. How's the water wheel doing? Oh god, they're all jumping on the water wheel, aren't they? Good. Because we need to try and get this number up. We're only bringing in 3, so it's slowly filling that up. I'd really like that to be 10k before the next winter, because we went from 7 or something. Oh yeah, we did that one. Yeah, well done. Good. We went from 7 down to about 4. So at the time we were using about 3.5. I guess it was something like that. And obviously we have grown a little since then. So we could really do with that being at least the 10k full, you know. 1 piece of wood there, who I assume... Oh, hello. Is taking in. What was that? Was that just a bit of flavour noise then for that mammoth, or was it actually a mammoth kicking off? I don't know, but let's have a look here. There we go. And she's not only dropped it off, she's actually getting the thing built as well. What a legend. People are coming over, look, she's going to be done. She's going to be finished before you guys even get here. Aren't you? Come on, don't let me down, little Belfesu. Screwdriver. No, it's a hammer you've got there, love, but good effort. Oh, there's 2 more coming. So they probably will get it finished. Look, watch this number go now, ready? They're gonna come in, they're gonna hit it, look at this, they're gonna tap it once and take all the glory. I know for a fact that we've worked with people like that, haven't we? I know for a fact I've worked with somebody like that who comes in at the last minute of a project. Let's get somebody assigned to the cemetery. Somebody that's a 3-year-old, there we go, because they'll have the emotional maturity to deal with it, won't they? And also we need a witch doctor. Look at that, we are flying through. This is pretty much what we got by episode 4 or 5 last time. So it just shows you how once you've got a bit of an idea of what you're doing, you can sort it out. There is no raw food in the eatery. I'm hoping that gets fixed by the fisherman soon, fishing pier soon even. In fact, shall we go? Do you know what? Let's go all in for fisheries.
The summer sun is excellent for slow roasting a few nuggets.
There we go. The farms don't do anything over the winter, so they're about as useful as fishing piers are over winter. So I think we go all in. We're limited on grassland at the moment. Let's go all in on fishing piers and really sort of we'll just become the land of the fishers. And that's going to be a stone hut there. Nice. And that's going to be a stone hut there. Wow, massive expansion over here as we head towards our forecast tower. I think we're on for a winner chicken dinner here. I feel a lot better because I've got a bit of an idea of what's coming, you know. None of our little... see, agriculture's complete, but we kind of needed to open that, didn't we? Where is it? We need to come down here. Do we take hunting off? Yeah, let's take hunting off. Let's go down here and let us go all in for quarries. Metal mine. I mean, I guess metal mine. Yeah, why not? We never had metal last time, and it was holding us back a little. Gas mine, I guess, is for power eventually, but we're really racing on then. Shelter. Shelter's an important one. Bunker. Yes, let's do that. In fact, I'm tempted to get that first, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that instead. Let's get bunker, because we were super lucky with the old storms that we got last time. They missed us, but I'm thinking that here we're kind of. I mean, we're asking for it, aren't we? Really, we're asking for a tornado to come legging it through here. Silsdale Mumbo has broken their leg. Idiots. Well, we've got a hospital now, so you can go. You can do your thing in the hospital. We have a 7 cooked food, no food there. I'm really hoping that young Sambozu is going to get some fishes. Looks like you're doing a pretty good job, Sambozu. I mean, if each one of them is you reading the fishing, then we're laughing. I've got a broken leg, I've got to go to the hospital. Going to hospital. Lovely stuff. Off you go. Off you pop chop. All the way down here to the witch doctor, who is, I assume, getting some herbs. Carrying 3 herbs. Beautiful. So we will need a farm at some point for them. Did they get them from there, did they? And that's juicy acorn. Where they got the herbs from then? Birch. I mean, I'm not complaining. Go for it, you know. But yeah, that's interesting stuff. Come on, let's get this forecast tower up and running. Here we go. We could help, I guess. We've got a lot of power that we're just not using necessarily. Oh, didn't mean to do that, sorry. Yeah, come on. Why not? I actually quite like sticking my oar in occasionally. I am a helpful god. How many does that do? Wood. Oh, somebody's bringing the last woods. There we go. Bingo bango. Get it built. Off you pop. And
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Catch you at a bad time?
No, I don't think so. What does that mean? Oh, do you know what it is? It's whenever you go past one of these when they're the beast with 2 backs, and he comments on it. It's like, "Ooh, you perv." He doesn't say that, but he might as well. The VO in this, by the way, the voice acting, it's some of the best I've heard in the game. I mean, it's kind of the year for voice acting, because 2 Point Hospital's voice acting is fantastic as well. Mark Silk does an awesome job on that. But yeah, this as well. I don't know who it is. I should look. But yeah, I don't know who it is. So what is this? What is this? That we've just turned it off. Let's turn it on. I would like to. Let's see if this tells us anything about it. Extended body text. Fantastic. Yeah, no mention of. No mention there of what it is. The second one of these is set up and running. Do we? There we go. They're both going. The water's evaporating, not evaporating, just evaporating. But it's coming in as much as it goes out. Temperature's coming down a little, so it should stop evaporating now. Evaporating. Oh no, it's gone back up to 31. Huh. Did we get a second one of them going? I mean, I guess we do. We're never going to not need them, are we? What was unlocked there? Farm. Yeah, not worried too much about that just yet. Go on. Reservoir. There we go. I kind of left this area open really specifically for multiples of these. There we go. So you know, just sort of like 5 or 6 of them, and it won't look ridiculous with them all lined up, you know. That's what I'm kind of thinking. But yeah, they definitely settled down here. That's interesting, isn't it? Let's get somebody in here. The weatherman. Youngest is Uho. So hopefully Uho will come in here, give us a bit. Oh yeah, it's already going. Look, it's already going. Will give us a bit of an idea as to what's on its way. Looks like we're doing all right so far. Oh, it's not looking too bad at all, actually. Yeah. Oh, here it comes. Okay, so let's see what our winter's going to be like. See if it's going to be worth just skipping the winter, which we can do using that there. -16. Oh no, we'll take that. Nice mild winter. Not a problem at all there. I'd rather keep here And let's have a look at doing something to kind of increase our believability. Let's do Le Cupidon. Can we do you and you?
They look so cute together.
I hope. You were brother and sister, were you? Oh, look at the little rainbow they make. Interested? No, not even interested. Right. What else can we do? Look, it's an encouraging kick in the rears to get them back to work. Rejuvenate, tornado, windstorm, jolt of joy. Put a smile on everyone's faces. Oh, that sounds good, doesn't it? Do we have to do that where there are people? Oh, here's this people. Nope. Did it do anything? Maybe that only works if they're showing the depressed. Give a citizen a bath. What's that one there? Oh no, that's the season. Yeah, telekinesis. Huh. Okay. All right. We'll just keep an eye on look at repairing stuff when it needs to be done. That is getting repaired. That's awesome. That must just be within the scope of that engineer hut then. Even though the circle doesn't show it, must just be close enough there for Utaval, who's mating currently. Oh, it's uncouth, isn't it? What is mating? Okay. Material refinement is done. That means we're going to get bunker next, I think. Oh, education next, then bunker. That's right. So, is this operational now? Oh, that's the stone hut. I shouldn't have two people. Uho, preparing for a what? We've got 30 minutes until a whirlwind. Heat map. Don't know what that does. Wind map. Don't know what that does. Good. Okay. Yeah. Whirlwind's incoming. We will have to hold on and see if that affects us in the next episode. But I would say that to me feels like a better start. Let me know. I know some of you guys are really, really deep into this game at the moment, so any tips that you've picked up on, please let me know, and I will do my best to implement them. But yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling really good about this one. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, you can pop those down in the comments. And if you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at John T. Sparrow. If you'd like to join in with the Geekism community, you can do so over on our Geekism Discord server. You'll find the link for that in the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.